Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, nice to meet you. My name is Reija and today we are testing some new face products that I have bought. I have color corrector, I have concealer, I have contour, I have blush and highlighter. What else? Lipstick, lip liner, stuff like that. So if you're interested to see how these products perform and what products that I bought, then please keep on watching. Hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you of every new upload. And now let's go put some makeup on. Okay, let's begin with the base now. I have tons of new things for me that I want to try. First of all, I already did my foundation. I used the Chic Glam Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation because this is just one of my absolute favorites. Well, it is my favorite, and it works with everything. This far at least. And under it I used my Glowish Blur Jam from Huda. And before I started makeup, I bought this Budgie Calming Centella Pre-Makeup Primer Mask. Hydrating rosehip oil, calming and protective Centella makeup prepping. So this is kind of like a mask that you put on and let it sink in and then wipe away the excess. And it's like a primer, supposed to be. And you know, it's kind of hard to say because everything looks good with the Chic Glam foundation. But then I bought the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Corrector in Peach. Yes, so niacinamide infused blendable, layerable, brightens and evens discoloration, crease, sweat and transfer proof. So we'll see, because I watched a video. This is the peach, it's quite orange, about getting rid of the hollows that I have in here. And this is what the video told me to. So I'm taking an eyeliner brush and a bit of the corrector, and then I'll put it right in the hollow. Not much, just a bit. Like that. And then I'll take a small brush, very small brush like this. This is from Shellas, don't know the name. And this is to blend it out. You know, using eyeliner brush because you really don't need a lot of corrector. Well, at least I don't have that dark, and this is just fixing this hollow in here because it bothers me. Yes. And then with that I bought the Faux Filter concealer. I got mine in the shade Meringue, I don't know, 2.1N. And this is actually a shade lighter that they recommended me because the shade that I was recommended was sold out. So this one, blendable, buildable, brightens, conceals, water sweat and transfer proof, 14-hour crease proof. So yeah, let's try it. It might be a bit light for me. I'm not gonna use a lot of this either. Like this, and then I'll put a bit on the hollows. then I'll take my brush. This is Jessup 233 Cream Shader. I've been using this for my concealer. Yeah, this is very light. And apparently little goes a long way. You know, I'm just first using my brush and then I'll blend the edges with the sponge. Yeah, I think little goes a long way with this one. See, I didn't put as much on this eye. Seems nice. Maybe, yeah, it's maybe a tad bit too light for me, so maybe I need, well, we'll see at the winter that what happens when, you know, I'm not tanned anymore. I need to put a bit of it in here because of the redness that I have. I have very dry nose at the moment. There's like a skin peeling off. But that's not because of the foundation or the concealer. I mean, it looks nice, but it does grease, like straight away. It does grease. So I'm gonna use my ABH powder today because it's just something that I trust. But first, actually, the cream contour. I bought the iconic London Precision Duo Contour Pot in the shade medium shadow. So this has cream and powder, so it's like 2 layers. Here's the powder, and then under is the cream. Actually, let's just use the powder today, so I'll just powder my face now. Whoops. I just have to get the crease, so at least for me this isn't crease proof concealer. And I'll do the rest of the face with a brush. Very lightly, because I don't want tons of powder. Okay, now let's try that contour. I'm gonna use just the powder. So I'm using my Jessup 109 Lux Face Paint. This is flat brush like so. That's really nice shadow. You know, it's definitely cool shade enough to mimic a shadow and not a bronzer. But I used very little and it looks quite nice. Let's try to fade away a bit of the There, it was very easy to use, very blendable and just nice. Then I have to take some bronzer, so I'm gonna take my She Glam Sunset Bronzer in the shade Dawn Glow. This is my, I don't even know, this doesn't have any brand, but I bought 2 of these. These are like smaller angled brushes that I used before. I just bought these from supermarket. And they are actually really nicely soft and very nice feeling on the face. Because I like to use angled brush in my bronzer and blush sometimes. Like that. And then I have another Iconic London. This is the Silk Glow Duo. Coral Glow is the shade. So this has like a glowy blush and goldish highlighter. The packaging, yeah, it has already fingerprints in it. But it looks like, oh, that looks very orange in the camera, but it's not that orange, it's more coral. So let's take Make Me Blush brush from Beauty Bay, and let's see. Okay, so this is very buildable, and I kind of have to really dig in to get something out of it. It's a bit glowy, which is expected when it says it's a glow duo. Very pretty shade, and I love, because it's coral, I love that it's not too much, you know, because I have had some that are way too much. Then I'm gonna take my Morphe M504 and use it for the highlighter. The highlighter is like a goldish shade, which normally isn't my preferred highlighter shade, but it actually didn't look this gold in the picture. I thought it was more like a whitish silverish, but it's not. And this is glittery. So if you don't like glittery highlighters, then this is not for you. It gives really nice glow. Even though it's glittery, I don't think it's too much. I don't think it's too much. Then I bought a couple of NYX lip liners. I bought the shades Natural and Nutmeg. And then I bought a soft matte lip cream in the shade Abu Dhabi. Whoops. And then I bought the another Shout Loud, because I have one of these already. So this is the shade Silk, which I think I'm gonna go for the Nutmeg today. I mean the Abu Dhabi. I haven't tried this formula. I'm gonna use, you know, I love NYX lip liners. I have tons, well, not tons, but I have them. I'm gonna use the shade Natural. So, as the name suggests, it's very natural. And then there's a NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Abu Dhabi. This feels very nice on the lips. Very thin consistency. It's more like an whipped, I would say. Very, very comfortable on the lips. Okay, so I think that was all for testing some new products today. I'm gonna go finish my makeup now, film the intro and outro for the eye look, which, well, you know, and I'll come back with the finished look and my thoughts of these products. Okay, here is the finished look today in testing some new makeup. Well, I have only added lashes and liner and mascara after. You saw me last time, but let's go through some products that we tested today. This primer mask, hard to say yet. I think most of what I get out of it's during winter, because this is highly moisturizing, a deeply hydrating smoothing primer. So at winter when I'm dry, then this probably will be a star of the show. So hard to say yet about that. Then the color corrector and the concealer from Huda Beauty. Well, first of all, the concealer isn't grease proof, at least on me, unless I powder it this far. Of course, I don't know yet. The color corrector was really nice. I really think it helped to hide that hollowness under my eyes, and it's nice shade, nice peachy shade, and it's not too dark, and you only need just little, and same with the concealer, you only need little goes a long way. And the concealer is maybe one shade too light for me, which it's my own fault, because I bought the shade lighter than they suggested, but the shade that they suggested was sold out on Cult Beauty. So the concealer is in the shade meringue. I don't know how to say it. I'll put the shade. You'll find the shade in this description box. But it's 2.1N, and then the corrector is in the shade peach. And I'll of course keep testing all of these products. This is just first impression of these products, so you will see them in the future in the mini reviews. But this far I like them. The concealer. It's nice for my skin, like it doesn't look dry or anything. And then I tested the Iconic London Precision Duo Contour Pot, and I only used the powder side from this. I will use the cream side at some point, of course, and I'll of course with every product today's video you will see in the mini reviews in the future when I have tested them a bit more. But this is really nice shade for me. This is in the medium shadow. It created nice shadow, and it's nice and cool toned, so it's not bronzer. And yeah, at least the powder side I really liked. And then I tested the Skin Glow Duo from Iconic London, also in the shade Coral Glow. So this has a coral blush and goldish highlighter. Yeah, they're buildable, really nice, but buildable, which is nice, of course, because sometimes when stuff is too pigmented they are hard to use. So I would say this is very beginner friendly. It's hard to make mistakes with this. The highlighter is glittery, so if you don't like glittery highlighter, then this is not for you. The blush is also a bit shimmery, but it's not like what's in fashion now with the blush and highlighter hybrid. It's nothing like that. It's just a subtle glow in your cheeks. Then I of course used the NYX lip pencil in the shade Natural, but you know I have this, one of my most used ones is the lip pencil in the shade Nude Pink. So I really like the NYX lip pencils because they're dry but not too dry. I don't like too creamy lip liners, they're hard to control. So that's that. And then the lipstick, this is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Abu Dhabi, which as you can see, it's just like my lips. A bit lighter than my lips. But this formula is beautiful. I don't even feel it in my lips anymore. It's very comfortable to put on. It's a thin consistency, a bit like a moussey-like feeling in my mind. But I can't even feel it on my lips. It's not sticky or anything, so it's really nice. At least this far. Of course, I don't know how long will it last on my lips yet. So yeah, I think that was all the new products that I tested in today's video. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you of every new upload. And we will see you hopefully very soon. Bye!